so we just broke the story. This popular influencer has been allegedly charged with breaking the internet after recent eye-popping content that was released directly on their social media platforms. More on this later.
Yo. Got some crazy news for y'all today, man. This is like breaking news. It's about your boy Diddy. He just got subpoenaed by the hotel that was in Miami. They saying Mariah Carey's involved. It's a host of people that's involved. And if this goes down, everybody in the industry is going down because, you know, Diddy is tied down to everybody, which Jay-Z is tied down to everybody, which all the executives, all the different celebrities from your, I don't want to go too deep in the names, but I say a few like your Will Smiths, your Kevin Harts, your Oprahs, your Tyler Perrys. It's gonna be a crazy thing. The Rock, I mean, Tyrese, I mean, you name them, they're basically all connected and tied together with all of these celebrities and sports players and everything. And your boy Diddy is gonna tell on everybody. So everybody's being quiet and they're not saying anything. And Jay-Z's keeping his distance. Your boy Diddy is about to tell on everybody. You really think he's gonna get that much time and do that much time? I want to say that one more time. Do you think PDiddy is going to do all of this time while y'all not doing time and doing the same thing that he was doing, getting away with it, and he's doing the maximum time? This dude don't know what jail looks like, feels like. I don't even know if he know how to spell it. See, y'all check this out. Y'all gotta check this one out. I'm gonna keep this one short and simple. Y'all gotta check this one out. Let me know what y'all think. And keep subscribing, keep tuning in, showing the love. I appreciate it, man. Drop the comments on this one. This is explosive. Appreciate that. Peace, y'all.
Sounds like the plot.
This lady.
I just had a question. I'm just trying to tell all these young cats out there trying to come up, you know, like, where do you think they gotta go to? From your point of view, you know what I'm saying? What is the best advice you could give them? Because I be telling them, like, my best advice is they gotta do it a whole new way, a different way, like they from another planet. But coming from you, coming from the man of men right now, tell them something good.
I mean, first of all, you want to stay away from these Diddy popping motherfuckers. Motherfuckers dancing all on the motherfucking stage and shit. They want your ass. You call them astronauts. So be afraid. Be very afraid.
You really ain't built for the game.
Or something.
Something like that.
Don't be trying to be famous or you gonna run into a motherfucker like that.
So I received your complaint and all the attachments to it. And then I received this motion, a proof of service showing that Mr. Combs was served on July 6th of 2000 and, let me see, is that 24?
Yes, yeah.
Looks like it. 2024, return receipt requested was provided. So there is proper service. Mr. Combs has neither appeared nor responded to this request. So I'm going to grant your motion for a preliminary injunction temporary restraining order and order that the defendant and their agents are hereby enjoined temporarily for a period of 90 days from the sale, transfer, or exchange, trade, or transaction of title or deed to the property listed as the address and placed on the market by defendants for the amount of $70 million, and this property and estate belonging to or connected to defendant Sean Combs shall cease and desist any and all trades, transactions, or otherwise stop the process of any further actions on this property being continued, and this shall have an immediate effect. I'm going to date this August 7th of 2024, and I am going to sign this. And we are set for a pretrial date on Monday, September 9th of 2024 at 2:30 p.m.
When Diddy failed to appear at the virtual hearing that was scheduled on Monday, September 9th, the judge then awarded Cardello Smith the default judgment of $100 million. The judge set a payment plan for Diddy to begin his payments to Cardello Smith. Diddy has to pay $10 million monthly starting October 1st. What do you think Diddy will do?
No, nobody should be mad. He should enjoy himself, brother, before he go to jail.
Man, I ain't gonna lie.
Sean Diddy Combs has always been at the center of the music industry, but it seems like this time, he's making headlines for all the wrong reasons. Imagine losing a whopping $100 million in a court case and not even bothering to show up to defend yourself. That's exactly what happened to Diddy. He's just been hit with a massive default judgment after failing to contest a misconduct allegation involving inappropriate behavior. But how did things get this bad, and why didn't he even try to fight it? Let's dive deep into this latest legal drama surrounding the music mogul and unravel the messy details.
New at 5, the legal troubles continue for Sean Diddy Combs tonight after a judge ordered the music mogul to pay $100 million to a Michigan man who says that he was assaulted by Combs in '97.
According to court documents, Derek Cardello Smith says Combs and then assaulted him during an after party at a Holiday Inn in Detroit. But Combs never responded to the lawsuit in court.
The bombshell came out of nowhere. Sean Diddy Combs, one of the biggest names in the music business, just lost a court case that saw a Michigan judge order him to pay $100 million. Yes, you heard that right. $100 million. And the reason? A man named Derek Lee Cardello Smith accused Diddy of doing something truly shocking. He claimed that Diddy assaulted him at a party way back in 1997. And apparently, this incident was so damaging that Cardello Smith finally decided to take legal action. But here's where it gets really interesting. Diddy didn't even show up to defend himself in court. Let's be real, when someone fails to defend themselves in a legal case, it raises eyebrows. Why wouldn't Diddy? With all his resources and top-tier legal team put up a fight, after all, it's not like $100 million is pocket change, even for someone of his stature.
She said it then became clear it was the opportunity to either speak up about the trauma she's experienced and she'll be recovering from for the rest of her life, or just kind of remain silent. So she chose to speak up.
Well, according to Diddy's attorney, Mark Agnifilo, the whole thing is a fraud. Agnifilo has come out swinging, saying that his client doesn't even know the accuser. In fact, he's going so far as to call Cardello Smith's claims fraud on the court, and he's made it crystal clear that they plan to have this judgment dismissed. But for now, the judgment stands, and the internet is buzzing about what could have led to this massive legal loss. So, who exactly is Derek Lee Cardello Smith, and why is his story making waves now? Well, Cardello Smith is no stranger to the legal system. He's currently incarcerated and has a long history of filing lawsuits.
Is he controlling? Yes, he is. Will he put his hands on a female? Yes, he will. Will he put his hands on a male producer or anything? Yes, he will.
But don't let that fool you into thinking his claims can be brushed off. He's managed to teach himself criminal and civil law while behind bars, which might explain how he managed to secure this eye-popping judgment. Cardello Smith claims that he met Diddy while working in the restaurant and hospitality scene near Detroit in the late 90s. According to him, the two crossed paths at a wild party in 1997, where things allegedly took a dark turn.
But we've also heard that there's some secret lawsuit going on in New York City as it relates to Diddy, too. I don't know.
Cardello Smith's version of events is filled with disturbing details. He says that after meeting Diddy at the party, he was given something to drink, which left him feeling incapacitated. What happened next, according to Cardello Smith, is the stuff of nightmares. He says he woke up hours later to find Diddy involved in inappropriate behavior, and the incident left him traumatized for years. Fast forward a couple of decades, and now Cardello Smith is behind bars, but that didn't stop him from seeking justice in the courtroom. He even produced evidence that linked Diddy to his claims, including a prison visitation log showing that Diddy had visited him while he was locked up.
And if he's allowed to go through with any of the sales, I won't be able to recoup any of my monies or anything from him as a result of any possible judgment in this action, if he's allowed to proceed with it. And an injunction or a restraining order would help ensure that he's not manipulating and selling the property to avoid.
The case reached a turning point earlier this.
You see, there was a sighting of Diddy on the beach. I thought maybe it was his clone. Nah. Diddy, I think that's Stevie J with him. Diddy on the beach, man. He didn't even look comfortable on the beach, did he? Maybe because, I don't know, with all that's been happening to him, he's like, you know what? Let me be around just regular people, man. Let me see what it's like to be mad regular. Let me just feel the sand and the ocean, man. Because this might be my last goddamn day free. I don't know. It could be that. Or he just wanted to be on the beach. You know, I don't know what a do-rag on. I have no idea. But you know what? People still wanted that picture. There's a lady there going, can I get a selfie? He's like, sure. Now, if this was like old Puffy would have been like, yo, get the fuck out of here. Throw sand at her. Take that. Take that. Don't you ever ask me for a damn picture, bitch. Take that. Take that. But, you know, I guess he's feeling humbled and he's like, yeah, sure, you can have a picture. Here. That lady's probably like, that's what you get, Puffy. Puffy, your ass going to jail. Oh, there goes Puffy. Can I have a photo? Celebrity always wins. No matter what you're going through, celebrity always, can I have a photo? Yeah. Maybe Puffy's free. Or maybe Puffy's trying to find a way to escape and maybe go out of the country like some people. Huh? Maybe he said, you know what? I think I'm gonna go by boat. I just want to see which, yeah, I should come here. That's when we're gonna come at night. We're gonna get the yacht. We're gonna get the fuck up out of here. What you think? Should I go by boat at night?
A Michigan inmate, Derek Lee Cardello Smith, has been awarded a staggering $100 million default judgment against Sean Diddy Combs. This ruling came from Lenawee County Circuit Court Judge Anna Marie Anzalone after Cardello Smith obtained a temporary restraining order against Combs in August, claiming he drugged and sexually assaulted him in 1997. Cardello Smith, who is serving time in the Ernest C. Brooks Correctional Facility, has a long history of civil lawsuits and claims to have evidence of Combs visiting him in prison. He rejected a $2.3 million settlement offer from Combs, stating, "I disagree with how you get down," after Combs allegedly responded, "You know how we get down," during a discussion about the lawsuit. This case is part of a growing number of allegations against Combs, with many people expressing skepticism about Cardello Smith's claims on social media, especially in light of past incidents involving Combs, such as the widely circulated hotel hallway footage with singer Cassie Ventura.
Child, so it looks like Diddy might be heading into bankruptcy faster than we thought, because he just lost over $100 million in an SA lawsuit. And word on the street is, Usher's court testimony has a lot to do with him losing the case. Usher was one of Diddy's victims, and the crazy part is, Usher was just 14 years old when Diddy was forcing him to join his freak-off parties and become his little boy toy. Apparently, Diddy lured 14-year-old Usher into his dark world by telling him he was gonna mentor him into becoming a superstar. But all he ended up doing was traumatizing, misusing his body for his own degenerate fantasies, and even infecting Usher with an STD. In fact, Usher tried to tell us about all the traumatic things that Diddy put him through at such a young age. But it wasn't until everything came out that people started connecting the dots and taking him seriously. Okay, so for those of y'all wondering why Usher was even in Diddy's possession at such a young age and why Usher's parents didn't step in to protect him, well, it turns out that Diddy convinced Usher's mom that he was gonna mentor him into a Hollywood star. There are reports that the reason why she allowed Diddy to take him was because at the time, Usher was suffering some serious vocal issues, and a lot of labels didn't have interest in signing him. Diddy got word of the situation and decided to step into Usher's life like a saving angel and taking him under his wing. Since Usher and his mom were desperate at the time to get him signed, his mom had no choice but to trust Diddy and to take her son to his Puffy Flavor camp to mentor him in hopes that he would be a star.
So Diddy was just hit with a $100 million default judgment in a case filed by a Michigan inmate. So this is wild. The lawsuit was filed by a guy named Derek Lee Cardello Smith. And he says back in 1997, he met Diddy and they went off to party, smoke weed, and drink with some women. Smith says that during the party, he was engaged in sexual activities with a woman when he felt a male hand graze his butt cheek. He says he looked up and saw that that hand was from Diddy himself. He says after that, Diddy offered him an alcoholic drink. He accepted it, but when he drank it, he says he became drowsy and suspects that the drink was drugged and passed out. He says when he woke up, he heard a woman moaning while she was having anal sex with Diddy. And he says Diddy looked at him and said, "I did this to you too." He says the man was terrified, went to the bathroom. He says he discovered that he had been anally raped, and he then filed this lawsuit from prison against Diddy in the amount of $100 million. Now here's the wild part. The judge just granted a $100 million default judgment against Diddy in the case. It's signed by a judge. It is stamped September 9th. Diddy's team will have opportunities to challenge this, of course, but right now there's a judgment against him for $100 million, and the judge says that he needs to pay this judgment in $10 million installments each month starting in October.